Welcome to the American Dream, selling the Twin Cities. Minnesota is known for its incredible diversity. I'm your host, Amber Garofalo. This is the American Dream, selling the Twin Cities. Let's go. I'm here today in Wayzata, Minnesota, a Twin Cities suburb known for its charming character, lively social scene, and lakeside living. I mean, year-round, it's pretty much the dream life. With, the home sale prices being on average just under $1 million, you might be surprised by the community and camaraderie of this city. And today I want to show you an example of that. What started out as a small, crazy idea of how to survive the coldest month of the year has turned into one of the most unique Minnesota winter events. Let's go check it out. Welcome to the Wayzata Chili Open, the largest and possibly the most unusual golf tournament held on a frozen lake. I mean, probably the only one. So this is a great way for hardy Minnesotans to come out every year and actually enjoy and have some fun in our winters. There's the golf tournament, the chili kickoff, enjoy some live music, maybe even some ice fishing. And what's amazing is that it's all done by volunteers, that they have 4 9-hole golf courses this year. So again, super fun to check out what it's like to have a golf tournament out on a frozen lake. I'm here today with my partner, John, an agent, but most importantly, our resident hockey expert. Now, John, I know this is golf, but how do you think it's going to go out there on the ice today?
Today it's a little windy, but they'll have to just play their slice when they're teeing off at each hole.
All right, so, John, on a Snowgda, the golf tournament, or the chili cook-off, where do you best see yourself fitting in?
Definitely the chili cook-off. I want to see the different varieties of chili and the ingredients that they put in and taste test them all.
It's amazing that it's like 10 local restaurants that are competing in it. So also, last question, I'm amazed is Wayzata, all the pop culture. I had no idea all the references and things that were part of Wayzata. Did you see in Fargo that line that they had about Wayzata?
Absolutely, Wayzata has been in not only films in Fargo, as far as TV shows. It was popular in the series 90210 as Brenda and Brandon Walsh moved from Wayzata to California.
Why don't we walk over, since you feel like the chili is your place, let's go check it out.
Absolutely.
So one of the things living in Minnesota in the winter, it's always great to head in and have a warm cup of chili. And I'm really excited to try a recipe that's been around for 55 years. I love Minnesota, the fact that we get out, especially in communities like Wayzata, and really embrace winter and all that it has to offer. I mean, this is a beautiful day in Minnesota. It's 30 degrees, the sun is shining, and it's fun to be outside. All right, I'm here with Chad from Lord Fletcher's, and tell me about this chili cook-off.
It's been going on now, I believe, for almost 30 years. It sells out every year. It's a fun winter activity when everybody in Minnesota is looking for something to do, and this is the place to be today.
Yeah, so there's, tell me, again, I'm also curious, with all the chili, how do you think the judges decide who is the chili cook-off winner?
Well, it's tough competition in here. I mean, we got Lord Fletcher's, we got the 925, Maconda. There's lots of restaurants. The chefs take hours. It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. Okay, so same recipe every year until you win, or do you mix it up?
No, we mixed it up this year. Last year we did a white chicken chili. This year we're doing a chicken chili with smoked cheddar sausage.
Chicken chili with smoked cheddar sausage. That's a mouthful.
Right.
And it is a good mouthful. It's pretty awesome. So
yes. Thanks
for taking a minute.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for joining us today here in Wayzata, even if it's from the comfort of your own home. You can see why the citizens take such pride in this lakeside community with the thriving downtown businesses, restaurants, beautiful residential communities, and the #1 school district ranked in the state of Minnesota. And we can even see from today that they know how to have some fun even in the frigid Minnesota temperatures. That's all we have time for today. See you next time on American Dream TV, Selling the Twin Cities.
Hello, I'm Tiffany Larson and welcome to another episode of American Dream TV. Today we're in Edina, Minnesota, which is a southwest suburb of Minneapolis. So today we're at one of my favorite places to visit. It's Cocinella. We're out here shopping, and then we're going to go ahead and meet with one of the family members, Umut Kaplan, and also take you behind the scenes and show you some of the things that go on from a business-to-business standpoint. So we're here with my friend Umut Kaplan, and their family is the owners of Cocinella. So thank you so much for having us,
Thank
Umut.
you so much. It's my pleasure.
I've not really met a warmer person than Umut, and you are so welcoming, and we really enjoy coming and visiting your shop. How did your family get started here in the United States?
12 years ago, we hosted an exchange student in our hometown in Turkey for 1 year. Very influential experience. My family wanted something similar for my brother and I, so they sent us to a boarding school in New Hampshire at the ages of 15 and 16.
Oh, wow.
Where we didn't speak the language yet. But we had a terrific year. We continued with our education. My family have always wanted to bring a part of our culture to the community that embraced their children, made them feel home, away from home. So we've opened a shop to do that.
The products are sourced from Turkey?
Yes, we now own 50 acres of olive groves. So we produce our premium extra virgin olive oils that's different than your average grocery brand. Bringing a part of that culture through olive oil was something that my family observed during their visits to come and see us.
Okay.
The consumption, the awareness towards olive oil wasn't there.
Here in the United States?
Here in the United States, and not even a Turkish brand, which was surprising because the olives spread from the Mesopotamia, which is ancient Turkish land. How come there wasn't any? So we started partnering with local boutique farms and families while we were in charge of the process, because we knew that separated the quality. Not only we achieve a robust taste, but we achieve a high antioxidant content.
Wow. So another thing that you offer here at Cocinella, which is really popular, and I personally love it, is the Turkish textile.
Yes.
I mean, they've got, robes and, baby garments. But what makes Turkish textiles so unique?
It's the cotton grown in the Aegean side of Turkey that has longer fibers. So that makes them highly absorbent and durable. All these tassels are hand-tied by families. So it's that craftsmanship that dates back centuries, thousands of years, that we're able to curate something authentic and different and cultural.
And we just love visiting your retail store. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
My pleasure.
There's another side to working with you, and that is that business-to-business relationship. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go take a look behind the scenes, and we're going to show you what's going on with the business-to-business relationships that you curate on a regular basis, right?
We'd love to do that, absolutely.
So that would be awesome.
Let's do that.
So we'll see you over there. One of the things that's super important to me as a real estate agent is supporting small businesses in that B2B relationship. And that is one of the reasons that we actually were connected. So the first thing that you're going to do is have a great experience when you come here, because they always serve you this amazing Turkish coffee and Turkish delight, which I just can't tell you which one's my favorite. It's so good. So talk to us about the corporate gifting program and how you got started with that.
Yeah, absolutely. It actually wasn't even a part of our business. But during COVID, people lost that touch with their clientele, with their employees, and what they sent to them as a gift needed to be more thoughtful. Who doesn't enjoy a good quality olive oil with practical products? And we customize it for our partners, and it's been a huge hit. We have the handcrafted soaps now. We have our olive oil. We have unique products. When you put them together, it makes a unique package that people are not expecting.
Yeah. Well, we had so much fun today visiting Edina, and specifically with Umut Kaplan in their family-owned store at Cocinella. It's such a fantastic experience for us overall. And that's unfortunately all we have time for today, so thank you for watching another episode of American Dream TV.
Today we're going to talk about an important topic, racism and the American dream. Now, if I had just said the word, the American dream, for most of us, that would conjure up feelings of hope, opportunity, possibility, pride, and the ability to build wealth through home ownership. Unfortunately, not all Americans have had equal access to the American dream, and the root cause of that is racism. As a realtor, I feel the need to speak out and own up about the role the real estate industry has played in the past, as well as acknowledge that racism is still hindering home ownership today, 55 years after the Fair Housing Act was enacted, just 7 days after the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. I cannot give this subject justice in the amount of time that I have today. So instead, I'm going to give you some resources on how to learn about our past, as well as an actionable item that you can do today to personally help make reparations. I would like to encourage everyone to take less than an hour of their time and watch the documentary on YouTube called Jim Crow of the North. This documentary delves into racial covenants. These were lawful exclusions in the transferable deeds of homes that prohibited future conveyance of a home to non-white, non-Caucasian owners. These covenants led the path to redlining, steering, blockbusting, and even in some cases, the ultimate destruction of certain neighborhoods where Black and non-white people lived. I'd like to introduce my friend Jennifer Pritchett, who cares deeply about housing justice.
I do, and some of that work that I do is volunteering for an organization called Catriceology Homes for Black Women. So all of the things that you just talked about and that come up in the documentary have worked to keep Black folks from owning homes in this country for hundreds of years. And we know that that's one of the primary ways families build generational wealth. And so that is part of the work that Catriceology Homes for Black Women is doing, is putting money directly in the hands of Black folks to help them own houses debt-free and thus build generational wealth.
Can you tell me about some of the work this organization has already done?
Yes, Catriceology has already, in the past 3 years alone, raised the money for 5 different families, Black families, to own their homes outright debt-free, which is amazing. One of the families, Chloe and Chase, lives in Wisconsin, and they raised $150,000 for that home. Jasmine, a mother of 3 in Nebraska, they raised $270,000 for that home. $285,000 for Maria, a mother of 6 here in Minneapolis. And currently $180,000 for Miss Kim, a woman in the Chicago area, to pay off her mortgage so she can continue to do the amazing racial justice work that she does.
Jennifer, tell me about the 5th family.
This is a really exciting campaign that's kicking off in April of this year, 2023. This is for a Black elder woman in Nebraska, and this is going to be the first time in her life where she'll be able to live independently, safely, and securely in her own home that she owns.
So what's the best way for people to get involved?
The best way is to find Catriceology Homes for Black Women on Facebook. You can also search on any social media hashtag Homes for Black Women, and that will connect you with all the past campaigns and the current campaigns. And we really want to invite other folks, especially folks that have anti-racism in their heart, and white folks that want to help make repair for all of this hundreds of years of systemic injustice and anti-Black racism, to really find those campaigns, support them, share them, make direct payments to them, and support all housing justice initiatives where you can.
Jennifer, thank you for taking time today to talk to us about Homes for Black Women and the work that Catrice is doing.
Yes, it's such important work, and I really appreciate what she's doing so much, because it gives me as a white person and all white people opportunities to take anti-racist action under the leadership of Black women, and that's the key.
Thank you for joining us on The American Dream. I do hope that you take the opportunity to use some of what you learned to help making the American Dream a possibility for all Americans.
Welcome to the American Dream. I'm Patrick Rebman, your host, and we are in downtown Eau Claire, Wisconsin. We're on our way to meet Terry Weld, City Council President, to talk about downtown revitalization. After that, we're going to head down the street to visit the brand new Children's Museum of Eau Claire. Should be a fun day. Come on, let's go.
Some people know Hooligan Steak and Seafood Pub is Eau Claire's premier fine dining restaurant.
We are here at Hooligan Steak and Seafood Pub. with Terry Weld, community leader. You know a lot about what's happening downtown. What are some new and upcoming developments that we can look forward to?
The residential side still continues, the growth there, and people wanting to be in a walkable area. I mean, that's so key now, and for us to soon to have our first grocery store down here, which will again add to and support all that additional residential. You know, there's additional office space and retail space and commercial space, and you know, we've become a arts and cultural center of Western Wisconsin, and so with that are venues that we're creating and other opportunities for people to come and enjoy our great city.
Right, yeah. Well, we appreciate your time today, Terry.
Yeah, happy to do it.
We're actually heading down to the new Children's Museum. If you've got time, would you like to come down with us?
No, that'd be great.
All right, great. Let's go.
Thanks.
All right, Mary Ann, you have been with the Children's Museum and an advocate for a long time. I think almost as long as I have been. Why is the museum so important to you?
I'm a retired educator, and when you have a passion for children, it goes in with you for the rest of your life. They have a brain that's ready to learn, and we need to provide a space for them to learn and grow so that they're healthy. They're healthy emotionally, socially, and they develop cognitively in a wonderful space. And that's what this museum does. It provides that. All children, all families are welcome here. If we can put any numbers to this, we were thinking that maybe we would have 2,200 members by the end of 2023.
Wow.
By last Friday, which wasn't quite a month, we had 2,422, and they're coming through the door today, still signing up and having fun.
Well, you guys are clearly doing a great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you for coming here and starting here. We love this place.
Yeah, it's a great place.
We started about 20 years ago. We haven't always been in this building, which opened about a month ago. Really tried to take a lot of the favorites from the old museum and turn them into new experiences with this space for that familiarity. And then as far as programs, we're going to be having programming in the arts, fitness and nutrition, and then also we're going to add sustainability as one of our core program areas here at the museum, which we're really excited about. Last, if I can, we also have a preschool and child development center with 65 children enrolled into it that'll be in this space as well.
And that's brand new, isn't it?
It is brand new, yes.
Oh,
so,
sounds great.
Yes, so hopefully open next week.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Just having a great place for them to explore and just start learning at an early age. So as a parent, it's a great place.
Thank you, all our guests today. Thank you, the viewers, for showing up. And we'll see you next time on The American Dream.
Hello and welcome to The American Dream. I'm excited to share with you why I absolutely love the Twin Cities here in Minnesota, and we're going to start our journey here in Wayzata, Minnesota on the north shore of Lake Minnetonka. We are at a 1958 built Ralph Rapson home, and this is a prime example of why these homes have become so popular recently. I am your host, Joe Schwartzbauer, and I am excited to show you around. The Meek residence here was the original home in the neighborhood. They actually had 70 acres of land here. Now, a couple from Brazil actually decided to buy this home and bring it back to life. It was actually set for demolition. This piece of history was almost lost forever. Through the reconstruction of this home, this sunroom was not actually heated or cooled, so that has now been done to it. And this is a prime example of why everybody loves mid-century homes. You're able to bring the outdoors, indoors, and really experience nature in all 4 seasons here in Minnesota. Mid-century modern kitchens are an aspect of these homes that just needs to be updated. You see, we don't use a kitchen the same way we did before. Speaking of kitchens, I am excited to go to Maconda, one of my favorite restaurants here in Wayzata. Let's head on over there. All right, we are here at Maconda with the owner, Aaron. Wonderful to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for having us here. I've been dying to come here. I've been to Josephine's before, but this is your new place. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so this opened in July of 2022. A lot of years of thinking through this one and bringing it together to kind of get it to where it is today. Kind of brought in 2 themes, the Mexican theme, and then we kind of paired it with this Japanese record bar concept that I've had in my head and wanted to kind of execute somewhere in the Twin Cities.
Are you like a audiophile?
I'm a music guy.
Okay, cool.
So
Good
big time music guy. Love music. Love going to music shows. Really passionate about music. So this is kind of one way to kind of express it.
I mean, I love the concept of a speakeasy hi-fi music bar. Absolutely cool.
Thank you.
So we are in the back kitchen here at Maconda with the head chef, Alejandro. Thank you so much for having us back here. Very cool to do kind of some behind the scenes. Tell me something about your kitchen back here.
Before I owned a couple of restaurants before I moved to this position. My career is Mexican restaurant and Italian restaurant. Started this position like 5 months ago.
So what do you want to cook for us today?
I made the meat platter for you guys. I make flour tortillas, refried beans, and asada.
Alejandro, thank you so much. That was amazing. I've actually never gotten to go really behind the scenes in the kitchen and cook something like that. I love cooking, so that was an absolute treat. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Tell me again, what do we have here?
We have the escabeche. It's basically a pickle. We have roasted salsa. We have the guajillo pinto beans.
Yeah.
So you can see it's like a little red. Very typical from Sonora, Mexico. Okay. We have carnitas, Fresno chicken marinade, and carne asada.
Beautiful.
Handmade flour tortillas.
Handmade flour tortillas. I got to do those.
Oh yeah, you do that.
And last we have?
Oh, you can explain this one. You make this one.
Yeah, so this is the scallops dish with corn from
Ecuador.
It is a cauliflower puree, radishes, and cilantro.
Perfect. Wonderful. You got it.
I had so much fun today. This has been an absolutely phenomenal experience. We'll see you guys next time on the next episode of American Dream. Salud.
Welcome to our latest episode of American Dream. I'm so excited to be coming to you today from Linden Hills. It's one of the most iconic neighborhoods in Minneapolis. It has shopping, it has dining, it has the lakes, it has it all. You're just blocks from everything. We're coming to you from this beautiful home. It's a newer built property, 4 beds, 4 baths, and we're gonna step inside and check it out. Welcome to this beautiful 4-bed, 4-bath home located in prime Linden Hills. This is a beautiful newer built home that was just completed in 2018. It features beautiful warm hardwood floors throughout, cozy fireplace, which is great on a day like today with the snow outside, a beautiful gourmet kitchen with top-of-the-line appliances that has been featured along with the designer fixtures and the beautiful gold tones that you see throughout the home. The current owners went to great lengths to do a wonderful job with the landscaping and worked with a master gardener. They have a beautiful bluestone patio with wonderful perennial gardens. Not only is it easy to maintain, it's really wonderful to enjoy year-round. I hope you enjoy this property, and I look forward to seeing you at our next stop. So we are now in downtown Linden Hills. We're going to check out Magnolia. Let's step inside and chat with Michelle. So we're here with Michelle, the owner of Magnolia, one of my favorite spots to get rejuvenated. And in Minnesota, especially in these cold winters, it's nice to have a place to go and get re-energized. And Michelle is amazing. Michelle, tell us what makes Magnolia Women's Wellness Center different than most med spas.
Well, this is really women focused. I have an advanced degree and we really look at women getting well from the inside out. I really do believe there is a neglected portion of healthcare that is forgetting about the women that are going through perimenopause. So we are looking at treating hormones with bioidentical treatment and treating them in different ways that a normal doctor's office would do.
Well, and you're a nurse practitioner, so it's really great that you have that background. It's not just about the aesthetics, but of course everybody likes to look good too. What is your most frequented service?
Well, we do a lot of skin treatments that are different from a normal med spa, but one that I really love is the treatment with a hydro needle where you infuse glutathione, vitamin C, and hyaluronic acid. And this really gets you just glowing. It's a 2-day recovery. It's just a really natural treatment, but it also is super beneficial for the skin.
So we're here in Linden Hills. I know you live in Linden Hills. What made you choose this location to work in as well?
I love this area. I've lived in this area for over 16 years, and this property and this space just sort of fell in my lap while going to the Linden Hills Farmers Market. And it was an opportunity I couldn't say no to. I owned a previous business and have been in aesthetics and wellness for about 4 years. And this just felt right. The whole space, the vibe, the building and the people. That's really what drew me here.
Your service is so personal, and I know that's what keeps me coming back as well.
Oh, thank you.
Well, that was a fun stop. Linden Hills offers so much, everything from wellness to retail, wonderful shopping, and it's just a great community. We're just blocks from Lake Harriet and the band shelter. We're in a little bit of a winter wonderland right now, but if it were summertime, we could pop on down to the band shell and catch a show. Right now, we're gonna go do a little retail therapy and grab a bite to eat, and we'll catch you next time on the next episode of American Dream.
Thanks for watching this episode of The American Dream, Selling the Twin Cities. I'm Amber Garofalo, and I've had a blast hosting you along with all of the top real estate professionals in the Twin Cities. Catch us next time, and be sure to follow The American Dream TV on social. That's all for today, and cheers to your American Dream.